Three guys in three cities, the number 3 at Instagram.com.
It's a special edition of Three Guys and Three.
You want a little waka waka? Come on back to the private room. They suck.
You don't suck, Andy. You really don't. You're just lacking what it takes. All right. Away we go. Three guys in three cities. There was almost two guys in two cities, or two guys, three guys, two cities, and one guy lost out in space. Are we on? Is this thing on? Do you hear me?
Yeah, it's on.
Yes, it's on, and we're live, by the way.
I don't hear me in my headphones. I only hear you guys.
You don't
all you
always
need
hear
to hear.
yourself.
That's all you need to hear, Alan. Don't even worry about it.
Is this
And
one of
you're-
these things where you're going to humor me like I'm on, and then the whole episode I'm not on? Because I've had that kind of a day. Is this on?
Believe me, if it weren't your job to say the first words after the music stops, I would have done that.
You look like you're in the witness protection program too, Alan. Like your face is all blurred out. Like
I'm blurry. What do you mean? I look fine on my side. What is this?
maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
sure. You don't look
Am
so
I-
bad on the live stream.
Am I pixelated? Are
You
we
look like
live,
you've
or is
lost. You look like you've lost some weight.
Because I'm pixelated?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? I look thinner, pixelated? Is that what you're trying to tell me over here?
I don't know. I just calls it like I sees it.
You know, a lot of people have asked me, why'd you go on hiatus? And I said, well, we needed a break. I understand why I went on hiatus. Good God, man. So am I pixelated or no? I look fine. I look mighty fine on my camera. Is it just me?
You've never
fine.
never
You're
looked
fine.
better. You've never looked better to me, Alan.
You guys
All right, do
go
I need to
on for a
adjust?
second. I'll be right
Wait a
back.
minute.
We're live.
Is this because I'm live in my radio studio and I'm the equipment's affecting the equipment?
They think that the equipment's affecting the equipment, and you've done all the things. So I don't know. I don't know what else it could be. But
Well, I've got this next. Look. Can you see this?
oh, I can see it, and it makes you
Is-
look so much more. Well, I can see blurry images of it. So I would imagine that it means that you're around technical things. But oh, dude, you crack me up, man.
I tried
feel
so
like-
hard. I tried so hard to get this broadcast. I literally got off the air. I woke up at 3:45 this morning. I
my
hosted a
goodness.
radio show from 5:30 to 10. I sat in a 4-hour meeting questioning all of the things. And then I came right in studio. I had no time to prep my sports show in the afternoon, 3 to 6. Full strength. I'm ranting and raving about all our sports teams here in Seattle. We got all kinds of issues. I didn't have time to prep the show. The whole thing came out of my ass. And now I literally get off the air. I say, be at peace. And then I literally just tried to log on to this damn show that we're on. And my third show of the day, I'm exhausted. And you're telling me I'm pixelated. And on my screen, I look good.
Well,
I'm over here wondering why I'm not on TV doing a show. I look good. I can't hear myself right now. Am I yelling? I don't know. I'm trying to hear through my headphones. They're like earmuffs. I can only hear you.
Well,
So-
that's all you need to hear, baby. That's all you need to hear.
So am I pixelated or no?
Well, I guess it's a matter of perspective. What is pixelated these days, Alan? I mean, really, truly. It's all good. You look good. You look good. You've done all the things, and you look good.
Done all the things.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. You know what? I'm going to take a screenshot right now. Hang on a second. And I'll
How'd
show
you
you
do,
what we
Alan?
look like. What? We all look good. Look how good we all look.
Yeah, it's easy for you to look good when you're being recorded locally. If your bandwidth isn't sending a clear picture to the internet, it doesn't matter what you look like locally.
Isn't that what all the people are saying? I don't have enough bandwidth for this. Isn't that a term? Don't I sound like I know what I'm talking? There's not enough bandwidth. I don't have enough bandwidth.
I don't think anyone has ever said you haven't had enough width, Alan, ever.
Why do you hurt me? I'm over here trying to make this thing work.
Oh no, you're not. You're trying. Oh, you're trying to make it work, but in some ways you're making it not work.
To our one podcast listener, here's
Hey,
the
Ray.
thing. We have the one listener, and you're welcome, my friend. At least I've got one friend that listens. And I don't know what you're bringing to the table. You got 17 kids. You think one of them could tune in and help our ratings on this thing? We need some hits.
Does your friend know where the mute button is on your computer?
Yeah. So I literally I missed you guys right up until today, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what, we need to get the band back together and do this because I miss doing the podcast. And all of a sudden, I don't feel that way today. I'm pixelated and I don't have enough bandwidth. This is not good.
You sound a little hangry. Have you had a chance to get it to get a nosh in between your shows? You've been busy all day long.
I know. That's all I do. All I do is work. I do a show. I wake up, I go do a show. I go to lunch, I'm late for my show. I get to the show, I'm late for my podcast. And now I'm pixelated. After all this, I'm pixelated. And Josh looks like he's in HD over there. I can see all his blemishes. And over here, I'm pixelated.
I am, because I paid attention to how this works and figured it out.
Yeah. Josh did a little show prep.
You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I didn't prep any of the shows I was on today, and it shows. And now it's nighttime. I've missed lunch, and now I'm missing dinner so I can be pixelated with you guys.
No.
You'll have dinner tomorrow. You'll be fine.
All right. How you guys been? Andy, it's been a while. I've talked to Josh. We did the thing without you. It seemed to work last week when you weren't here.
I could be sucking up all your pixels just for myself.
See that? You're sucking up my pixels.
Yep. Pickle domination.
Why you have to hurt me?
The more pixels, the better for Andy.
I don't need my head pixelated. It's all the other things.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, my face. I see now. To me, I'm seeing myself, and I'm like, oh my gosh, more time on the echelon. But
what's an echelon? Is this one of those things where Alan is wealthy and Andy and I don't know what he's talking about?
More time on the echelon.
Yes, if I can just get on the echelon. That's the other Peloton.
It's the richer version of the Peloton. There are people that most people do Peloton. The elite do echelon.
Yes, yeah, it works out for me. That's why I'm still fat. So it's a thing. That's why I've got to do the show pixelated.
Yeah. Well, could be a thing.
Pixelization is slimming. I've always said that.
Yeah.
All right.
Pixelization takes off 10 pounds.
So this is a hard reset of 3 guys in 3 cities. Andy, of course, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Josh is in Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm in my hometown of Bellingham, Washington. I've been kind of doing the back and forth with Seattle and Bellingham, about 100 miles apart, and we're trying to get the thing back on. And we're trying to come up with some kind of a format. Have we agreed that we're going to have a format tonight, or what are we doing?
Have you sold the condo yet? Like, how's BDR doing?
I really appreciate you bringing up the condo right now that can't sell in downtown Seattle. In one of the worst, this is not a seller's market right now. And oh, by the way, Christmas is coming. Hey, do we go buy $1 million condo or do we go buy gifts for the kids? That's kind of where we're at. So that's been a good time.
$1 million worth of Christmas gifts. That's a little lavish, don't you think?
Well, you know what I'm saying.
You know
what I'm saying. Us upper echelon people.
Andy, when you and I talk about PJs, we mean pajamas. When Fee does it, he's talking about a private jet.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I can't even afford to be not pixelized. I'm over here using the station's equipment to do this broadcast. And I can't even hear myself. I mean, I don't even know what's happening right now. You're going to tell me I'm the guy that's the wealthy guy in the show? Really?
That station doesn't have... You can't see a camera somewhere with an HDMI cable hanging out of it?
Where would I plug it into? My headphones? I mean, what?
Don't even go there.
I'll tell you where you can plug that cord into. That's nice. You know what? It's the holidays. We're coming. You know what? Thanks again for missing my birthday this past week. I appreciate that, guys. And
I wished you happy birthday on
Didn't I say happy birthday?
Social media. That counts, right? Does that count?
Yeah. Oh, with a little like, hey, thumbs up, it's your birthday. You can take your thumb up your ass is what you can do. Boy, how did I get angry all of a sudden? Did we pixelate those words? Can we beep
Yeah.
that
No,
out?
no.
Or
No, I'm gonna leave that in. I'm gonna
Are
take
you?
a picture though, because right above your face, I have a little message that says actual recording is higher quality. So
That's great. That's great. All right, so that last week we did the test without Andy. Is this just another test podcast, and we'll do the real one next week? Is that
no,
what
I
this
mean
is
we're
going to be?
live. I tweeted the link. I sent you guys the
Oh,
link.
there are people watching this live right now.
Well, no, we don't have any viewers, but
All right,
we're
yeah.
live.
All right.
If people wanted to watch right now because they had
I mean-
nothing else better to do, then they
What?
would see us talking live.
Maybe
This is
if
our
you
own.
text, maybe if you
this
text
is-
that link to Ray, somebody
Yeah.
will watch.
You've dialed into my OnlyFans. That's why I'm pixelated.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. Ay, ay, ay. Well, so welcome to the podcast. Today we've got content. Isn't that right? We're going to do content over, or
I don't
we
know.
could have the content be how to set up a podcast and hit reset. And what do you?
I would have to be on that one alone. We're 11 and a half minutes in so far, and Alan couldn't get logged in. Andy's wearing a Snuggie on camera, and my
Comfy.
5-year-old had to pee like as soon as we started, so I had to go get her out of bed. So we're off
Can I
to
say
a
something?
roaring start.
I'm glad you brought up having to pee. Let me tell you how this goes. I host a 3-hour sports show, and I literally hosted that, and I thought, I need time to pee. I'll just log on and have the guys see that I'm here, and I'll come back at 6:02. I spent all this time trying to log on. I finally log on. I really need to pee, and now I can't hear. And so then I have to make my headphones work and log back. I just need to pee. And now I'm jacked up, I'm pixelated, and I need to pee. That's
You
where I'm
sent
at with
us-
this podcast.
You sent us a text that you were very excited. It contained exclamation points. I'll be
I did.
there at 9:05, and
Yes.
then you hit send, and then 1 minute later you said we'll log in early, and I knew it was a lie.
What do you mean? Did you get the
I
text
knew
late?
you were going to log in early.
I was logging
And-
in early.
And then 10 minutes later, when we got your headphones to work,
When you found the unmute button,
You know,
all right. So Alan, you're the professional radio guy.
am
Take
I?
us,
Well,
take us somewhere. Here's the pressure.
well, and here's the thing, guys. Great to have you back, dear friends. Honored to be here. I know that we've already had Thanksgiving, but a chance to reflect here for just a minute since I had a birthday that you guys didn't reach out about. Grateful for you. Grateful for the opportunity to podcast. Feeling blessed. So glad I gave Josh my credit card and said, just get us on this podcast up and rolling.
Me
I'm
too.
glad the guy who gives up his credit card is pixelated. No one can see him. He probably just cut me out of this and rebranded
better
as Two
camera.
Guys in Two Cities. I don't know what's wrong with my. I'm on my company's laptop computer. This is a professional broadcast operation based in Michigan, and so I don't know what the problem is. I don't know.
Maybe you
Am I
should
being
call
s-
your boss.
Hi, I'm
Or-
using the station's equipment for a podcast that makes no sense about anything, and I'm pixelated.
yeah.
They'll
And
love
half
it.
the podcast is about how I needed to pee. That's really good.
Wait,
That's really
are you
good.
telling me you don't talk about needing to pee on your actual show? You have
Well, the
to,
other-
right? Like
the-
how,
the-
how
well,
you
no,
have what
no,
3
no.
hours to fill just talking about
Yes.
sports? Like half of it has to be pee talk.
Here's the thing. You can't really describe a bodily function on the air like that. It's frowned upon by the Federal Communications Commission.
Oh no, it's not.
Really?
It might be
You
frowned
don't-
upon by your bosses.
We can't even say the name of the TV show with a creek up with all those Canadians that are very funny.
Well,
Because
that
it
makes
sounds-
sense.
Oh, well,
Does it, though?
Shit is a swear word. You can say it here.
But it's spelled with a CH.
See
But wait,
that?
it's on your company computer. So can you say shit?
Well, we just did. It's been. You know
Well,
what?
I did.
I'll have more time for the podcast. Remember during the pandemic, I wasn't working. I was between shows. Yeah, plenty of time for the podcast then. Just, you know what? Let's just take care of it right now. Just knock out 2 shows right here and now. We'll become podcasters. We'll find a revenue stream. I don't know what that stream is. Speaking of streams, I still need to pee. But anyway.
Talk with Alan V.
Are you gonna leave? Are you gonna do it? Do
Do
it.
what?
Go
I
pee.
should-
Go pee.
I should pee in my coffee mug. I'm pixelated. Why not?
No. The actual recording is higher quality. I don't know if I said that to you, but
Oh,
don't take anything
Oh.
out on camera.
okay. So,
Yeah, pixelated or not, we'd still have a hard time seeing it.
what'd you know? So, Andy, you've
It would
been
be
busy.
bigger if he spent more time on his echelon. Honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. It's just great to hear that. So, and things are going well for you guys now that we're all reconvening here. Andy, the family's still there. You're still together as a family unit.
We are down one. My son is now officially in college. That was a thing. It's good. It's a good thing.
How do you have a son in college? See, here's the problem I have right now. I want to take a shot at you, but I got to go. You're a hell of a dad, and you've got a kid in college. I can't believe that. Yeah. Look how good you look and how vibrant you are for having a kid in college. Good for you.
And I've got one lined up for next year. I just figured it out. I'm going to have kids. I'm going to be paying college tuition for the next 9 years. And then there will be about a 5-year break, and then I will pay more college after that. So
Yeah.
that's just the
Again,
way it goes.
when our one daughter was born, we started a college fund, so it's been handled for years. But
Yeah.
I got to tell you, the one thing, you know what, Josh, it's funny you make fun of that. I was working in this small town, and I started that early, and it worked. If there was a younger person listening right now, I say start whether you think you have money or not, because it's not like we were wealthy doing that. It was one of those. I mean, I was making a whole lot of nothing. And we did that. But the point I was going to make to you, isn't it crazy? Look at Josh over here. He's got 2 beautiful daughters. He's going to wake up in about 5 minutes, and all of a sudden, God, kids at school, what the hell? I'm an empty nester. It is the craziest thing. And thank God you've got plenty, so you can kind of wean your way off of having kids in the house. Yeah, for us, it was we've got a daughter, got a daughter, got a daughter. 10 minutes later, I'm handing. Remember the wedding you guys weren't at?
No. I was
sorry.
there.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I was talking specifically to Andy. I'll get to my compliments for you in a second. So,
You will.
and we got great pictures for that. I've got a great picture of you and I at that wedding. Pretty awesome. But Andy, back to you, skipping the wedding. At that wedding, the craziest thing, I was just talking about this in all sincerity. My daughter, when you hand off your daughter to the guy she's marrying, be an adult man. I've lived a little bit. All right. I got a daughter now off of college, and then she's married off, and she's now a counselor. I got to tell you, it's such a weird thing to hand off your daughter to a 22-year-old kid, and now he's the guy.
Yeah.
Literally in the middle of that ceremony, I went into that ceremony. Hey, we're paying for this wedding. I'm the guy. Hey, the king is here, and this princess. All right, Tubby, get out of the way. See this young guy? He's the man now. You're out. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, you're Prince Charles. Bye. And it's over. I'm like, wait, what? And that's what it's like. And all of a sudden, no kid at home, no little, hey, where's my daughter? When I call, I have to talk to both of them. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Until the grandbabies come, and then you will be Grandpa.
That all sounds cute and fine until you start thinking about the process that takes. And then I think of my little angel from heaven.
being violated by her 22-year-old husband.
Think about how young he is and how much energy he has.
Yeah. Do you
Is
think
this-
they prefer doggy style or missionary, Alan?
We're live, right? We're live.
You kind of opened it up. I'm just saying.
I
You're the
didn't
one who
open
kind
it
of
up.
opened it up.
I didn't open anything up. I was closing it. I was going to start talking about storks. I don't know where you're going with this. I thought maybe they're nice, charitable people. They're going to adopt some kids from some other country. I don't know what you're saying over there.
Well, I don't want to have to tell you how kids are come into the world. I've got 4 of them, so I can tell you with some great detail how it all happens. But
I mean, great detail. All right, go ahead. I'm here. We
I
got
was
10 minutes
joking.
left.
It's no wonder we're pixelated. How did this turn into OnlyFans? This is not what I signed up for.
members
I can't-
only. You have to pay for the subscription to get this kind of content.
Wait a minute. Did I give my credit card to Josh so he can set up an OnlyFans page and we're on it now?
Yeah,
Are we
exactly.
on a podcast? I thought we were on a Riverside podcast. What are we on right now? I'm paying for this.
As soon as I figure out how to control your cameras, buddy, it's going to be a feet feed. It's all feet. Feesfeet.com.
This is not even right. This is so not right. So, Josh, how's your family doing? You know what's so funny? Here's what's going to happen. I know how this podcast is going to go. Where Josh is going to go, all right, guys, got to jump. Andy's going to go, parent, great. Hey, I'm going to write some notes. And then I'm going to see the notes on the podcast. Alan and the boys and Andy and Josh talk about family and children and grandchildren. And it's going to be great. And they've got plenty of fans. In fact, only fans can get this great content. That's what the log notes are going to say. And then people are going to click on this and go, wait, I thought this was about family. And Alan's kid was going to maybe have a grandchild or something. What happened? Oh, she's a missionary. His daughter's a missionary. Okay. I get it. I can see how these log notes are going to be very misleading. It's going to be very misleading. Man, alive.
Speaking of log notes, how well do you know your son-in-law?
Josh, how was your family? Have you gone camping lately?
Have you pitched a tent lately, Josh?
No, but I know who has.
This is so not right. Am I still pixelated?
Oh, yeah. Believe me. On the live stream, we could see how uncomfortable you are.
Oh, that's good. As long as they know that I wasn't liking this at all. I can't even. The funny thing is, I think I'm yelling, but I have earmuffs on. They're not picking me up. I can only hear you guys. And so I'm yelling because I can't hear myself talk.
No, you're doing fine. That's
Fine.
how radio works. You're good.
This is not how radio works. The FCC would have broken down the door by now. This is a whole different thing.
All right. I'm I don't
How
know
many minutes?
if I can handle this anymore.
How many minutes we going? It's
7.5 minutes left, guys. 7.5.
Do we have to drop a full 30? You can't just fill with some music or something? Andy, can't you sing one of your domestic problem songs?
It's not the length of the podcast. It's
how you use
the
it.
motion of the ocean.
It's how much you stuff in it.
Wait a minute. Are you drinking Christmas ale over there? Is that what this is? Is that what this is? Okay,
Yes.
I'm starting to. Andy, are you drinking over there? Is that what this is?
No, I'm not drinking.
I just got off a long
Andy's
day
high
of
on
work.
life.
Yeah, I'm just high on life.
He gets
That's
excited
for sure.
anytime he can talk about someone else's daughters having sex.
Although I do, every time I say those comments, I do think like I've got 3 daughters. That shit's gonna come back to me karmically. It's gonna come back, and I'm gonna have to listen to Alan talk trash.
I would never talk poorly about another man's daughters.
I didn't talk
directly
poorly
at
about
you.
your daughter. You kind of opened up the whole thing.
Wait a minute. You know that every woman is another man's daughter at some point, right? Because we've had a lot of conversations that might bring that comment into question.
When it's your daughter, you listen here, dad of young daughters. Your day's coming. And I'm here for it.
Look. As
Pixelate this.
awful as I am, like just as debauched as my life had been from, 0 to 25 years old, I am fully ready to be horrified by everything that happens for the whole entire rest of my life. And I'm just going to drink and laugh.
When you say horrified, do you spell that with a WH?
Whore. I do now.
Okay.
I do.
Well, that was a good test run, fellas.
It
I
really
think
was.
successful.
And This
If
is.
our objective is to talk about nothing, I think we nailed it.
We did want to talk about stuff, but Alan never got us there. He got all distracted.
I like how I take a full frontal from both of you, and I'm supposed to guide us into a thing. I guided us straight.
Speaking
into
of full
pixel-
frontals, when's your daughter and her son coming for Christmas?
I miss the old Andy that used to sing about Sesame Street characters, Ernie and Bert, and children, and You were Andy. When I first knew you, I thought you were a heartbeat away from hosting a children's show, and I thought that's great. And when you started driving a school bus, I thought, you know what, Andy's going to turn a corner. This frat boy in a band mentality. He's going to grow up. He married a very sensible woman. I don't know how you're getting away with this. I don't know how it's working for you. My wife thinks you're a saint. Everyone, oh my God, that Andy's so great. Helen, why are you so hard on people? What?
Yes.
See, I don't know how. Josh is so nice. Josh is always
Speaking of being hard, I'm wondering, what's your son-in-law's name again?
It's so bad. So bad. Oh my God. And
you would know his name if you would have showed up to the wedding.
Oh, hey.
I probably wouldn't be making all these wisecracks. I would have more of a, emotional connection to him.
No, you
Speaking
wouldn't.
of cracks, okay. Hey.
Helen, I think you crossed the line on that one.
Come on. I really know?
Yes, you did.
God, this is your daughter, man.
That's your daughter, dude. Have some respect. Wow, your angel from heaven. Talking about, for shame.
Josh, how long is the bumper music out? Because we're coming up to that 27-minute threshold here. If we drop a little bumper on this, speaking of bumping, but if you could maybe just drop a little bumper action on this, we could call it a show.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any good social clips out of this because it's
no social. No social. I want no social.
Oh,
there's no social. There's no social. There's no social. You can't put anything up there like that about the content because I'm already in enough trouble in that area right now. No.
Wait. How are you in trouble in that area before this?
So wait a minute.
What have you done? Did you leave? What have you done?
Now, if Andy showed up to the wedding, I would have spent more time with him, and I wouldn't have been with the family in Detroit, being the odd man out. I'm considered the problem when it comes to my daughter and her husband and then the wife. So when it comes to me having any opinions about the situation, it doesn't go well, and I get ISO'd. I get completely ISO'd, and all of a sudden I'm over here, and they're over here. And so we've had some words. It was a rough trip to Detroit, which is if Andy came to the wedding that he should have been at, and it wasn't my daughter's wedding. It was our mutual friend Jeff's wedding for his daughter. And so another daughter.
Does Jeff listen to this podcast?
I wasn't invited to her wedding.
You weren't invited to that wedding?
No.
Oh. I thought you were going to sing at the wedding.
No, I don't think. Jeff never. Not that I'm aware of.
Fucking Jeff.
I like it.
Hell, man.
Oh, all of a sudden we're live. Why don't you social this? At Domestic Problems.
Sure.
At Domestic Problems. At Jeff. At whoever else. You were invited to the wedding. Why were you not invited to that wedding?
I don't know.
Ask Jeff.
He probably figured Hoke won't come anyways. Why invite him?
Hey, wait. Can't we?
But look at how many kids you have. He knows that's not true.
Wait. Yeah, they couldn't afford all 17 plates. They'd have to get 3 more tables. It was a pretty tight. It was at a distillery too in downtown Detroit.
This is an awful. This is an awful episode.
This is a terrible episode. This is the worst cutting room floor.
Wait. This is a good. Maybe this is very fitting of how we come back. The very first one.
Is it?
Yes.
I was going to call it a dry run, but I didn't want to open myself up on that one. So
nothing dry about this.
Ew. Yuck.
Why did you? We're grown men. We're parents, and this is the podcast we're throwing out there. Really?
Because we can't be this person upstairs.
Who wants to be this person? I don't want to be this person. I'm not this person. I don't want to be this person. This is not the pod that I want. I can't even hear.
That's what she said.
Join us again next time. We're just at the 30-minute mark. He's Andy Holtgreave.
Sorry.
Josh Flagner. Yeah, that's him.
You want me to hit it? I'll hit it. You ready?
I don't want you to hit it. That was the whole point of the podcast. I don't want you to hit it.
That's what she said.
Hit the music. We're out. Goodbye. Ay,
No,
ay,
you
ay.
can't just say bye.
What
You
do
have
you
to
say?
say something until the music starts.
All right, it's been a
Look at
pleasure.
this.
That's Andy.
The chicks are on the walls. I'm rolling 12-pound balls. Yeah, this daddy's holding.
So you guys like feet or no?
What's that?
Oh.